everybody, and welcome to a special presentation of Mechanicsburg Girls Basketball on the Mechanicsburg Indians Broadcasting Network. I'm Caleb Spinner. Alongside me with me is, as it is for most of the time, is Scott Spinner, the color commentator. And we're excited to bring you coverage of this 2019 OHSAA Division IV sectional final between your Mechanicsburg Indians and the Fort Loramie Redskins here at Sidney High School. The Indians are currently down 13-4 with a minute 21 left in the first quarter, and the scoreboard doesn't show it really, but the Indians are battling hard out there.
There's a lot of hustle going on, no doubt, Caleb, no doubt at all. Apologize for the late broadcast getting started here, but like we said, better late than never.
But our viewers should know our listeners should know that you're the one that got this up and running with your hotspot, so thank you for that.
Anytime, that's what I'm here for.
Grace Forrest gets a tie-up, and a jump ball is forced. Another showing of hustle for the Indians, which has been a motif early in this game.
Folks, we're going to have to be loud tonight. I don't know if you can tell or not, but the stadium, it's almost a packed house here at Sidney High School, the home of the Yellow Jackets. And we're going to have to talk loud so you guys can hear out there in YouTube land.
Not a lot of empty seats on either side of this gym, and it's Fort Loramie right now. Up top at the key, passing it inside of the paint. Dribble and stolen away, jump ball from Wilhelm. And in comes Violet and Wallace. Casey Schipfer comes out. She's battled hard so far. And the other Schipfer, Ellie, comes out as well. It'll be Mechanicsburg inbounding. Wallace kicks to Forrest, and Forrest is going to bring it up across half court. Fort Loramie guarding her tightly. Emma Violet dribbles around to the opposite wing, and a foul called on Fort Loramie. We don't have a roster tonight for the Fort Loramie Redskins, so we apologize for that, but we will call the numbers as we see them.
It was on number 23.
Indeed it was. Wilhelm will inbound. Looking. Finds Forrest in the corner. Now into Wallace in the low post and knocked out of bounds. They'll say Mechanicsburg has possession. And it'll be Wilhelm to pass it in out of bounds.
Nice move down there trying to get into Hamby, but just didn't work.
And now Wilhelm almost got it into Hamby, but knocked out of bounds, and it looks like it'll be last touched by Morgan Hamby, the junior forward.
Trying to get things started here this evening, just not being able to make a click yet, but a lot of ball game left to play.
Here comes Fort Loramie crossing the boundary into Indians territory. Grace Forrest D'ing up tightly on number 30. Now it's out to Fort Loramie, number 12 on the wing, guarded by Violet. Inside, it's Fort Loramie. Outside from the wing, three-point shot, no good, missed everything. And a foul on Wilhelm. Number 23 for the Fort Loramie Redskins goes to the line to shoot 3 free throws. And some shocking numbers as I looked at it today. Fort Loramie has only one loss, every other game since that has been a win for them. This will be a tough game, but as Casey Schipfer said earlier, certainly a beatable team.
That's right. Number one in their division, I think just ahead of Anna, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, the Rockets of Anna.
A very, very tough team that Mechanicsburg is going to be facing tonight, but like Caleb said, absolutely a beatable team, especially with these young ladies that Dodane has coached here so well this year.
We got a chance to talk with Casey Schipfer earlier ahead of this game. She said Fort Loramie is a very beatable team, but said that the Indians would have to utilize their speed in order to get the win tonight. It's Forrest across half court, in trouble, gets out of it, and now to Jones on the left side wing. And Schipfer patrols the loose ball. Ellie Schipfer hustle play to grab it back. Jones missed Wallace in the post. Violet able to recover it. Her shot missed, knocked out of bounds. Fort Loramie last touched and sent it into the pad.
2 easy misses by Violet so far, but when you're all alone under the basket, sometimes those are the most difficult. A lot of pressure.
Sometimes they surprise you. Violet, hard drive, dribble picked up, and jump ball forced by number 42 of the Fort Loramie Redskins. And it'll be Redskin ball. Number 12 will inbound. And a last-second heave, no good from the Fort Loramie Redskins. They remain on top 14-4 going into the second quarter. Fort Loramie, a very talented team in the Shelby County Athletic League, which is where the Redskins operate out of. They have one player on the first team, their player of the year, Marissa Meering, the junior guard. And last year, they had two. Marissa Meering was the sophomore, still on the first team, and Abby Holthaus, the senior, who has since graduated. And on the second team, they have one, Kenzie Holscher. That sounds a little bit too close to one that we have at Mechanicsburg ourselves, Mackenzie Holscher, yes. And then honorable mention, they have two there, Kennedy Gebhardt and Taylor Ratterman, both juniors and I believe forwards. So this will be an interesting game right now, 14-4, second quarter of play. The Indians we know have come back from worse. We'll see how this works now. Hamby, the lob, and had it stolen away inside. Intended for Violet. Violet, tough defense, got it back, missed her in the post, and now it's Forrest up top. Forrest to Schiffer, Schiffer for three. No good, Casey Schiffer missed it, and number 21 for the Redskins with the rebound. Here comes Fort Loramie, 23-12. Up inside, missed it, and Casey Schiffer with the rebound.
This just in, a Fort Loramie roster.
How about that? Thank you once again. And Grace Forrest up top. Now looking for anybody. Bueller finds Hamby. And now here comes Fort Loramie off a turnover. Kicks it to the corner. Mid-range. Can't find anything. Good pressure from the Indians indeed. Number 30, Dana Rose with it, guarded by Grace Forrest. Redskins passing it around. Schiffer shuts down the post. Inside, it's Rose, and a jump ball called. Some contact there from Hamby and Ellie Schiffer to force the turnover.
Yep, good defense on that one. We're gonna have to take one trip at a time here and claw our way back to get back in this game. 14-4, 6:48 left in the second period here.
And there's a little bit of confusion as to who will throw it in. It ends up going to Fort Loramie. Number 12, Kennedy Gebhardt, throws it in and draws a foul. Number 21, Ava Schultes, draws the hard foul on Hamby, it looked like.
I don't know, that was a little questionable up here. We have the crow's nest view, so we got a pretty good view this time. Hamby had her hands straight up and down on that one, and but a little bit too much body on the offensive player there, so
as you can see, we posted one video on Twitter when we thought the stream wouldn't come up, so you can see exactly where we are there, and there's a Fort Loramie free throw. Makes it 16-4, and now Hamby bringing it up across the center court line. And tipped and stolen by the Redskins. Here comes Fort Loramie, and 2 points for number 22, Kenzie Holscher, and a timeout from Christy Dodain and the Indians. And it's been all Fort Loramie this game right now. 18-4 is their lead. They've just been getting after it on both ends. What have you seen from the Redskins thus far?
Well, you know, like you said, they've been getting after it. They've been on the boards. They've been passing around the perimeter. They've been waiting. They've been really patient to dump it down into the key and find that open person. Mechanicsburg just doesn't look like their usual selves. They're a little confused as to who they are so far tonight. But look, there's a lot of basketball left to play, and I'm very confident in those young ladies on the court wearing the purple and gold. So they're going to get right back in this one here shortly.
The Indians got their last win over the Ansonia Tigers, 72-36. The high score in that game was Grace Forrest with 15. But now Fort Loramie proven to be a little tougher of a challenge. Ellie Schiffer avoids the turnover, gets to Forrest. Forrest now to Violet. Inside, stolen by Fort Loramie, but knocked out of bounds. Pass was intended for Schiffer, which would have been an easy two if she would have gotten her hands on it.
It's good luck. Good luck. Just a second too late. Defender got there. Just gave the defender enough time to get her hand and knock it out of bounds.
A for effort, as the expression goes. And now Violet, looking for a friend to throw it to. Gets it into Ellie Schiffer in the corner. Now to Forrest on the wing. Forrest dribbles up top, kicks to Violet on the wing. Back out to Schiffer up top, now to Forrest. Forrest drives in, tough shot on 3 defenders, missed it. Violet almost had the recovery, but knocked it out of bounds herself. Last touch by Emma Violet. And some substitutions for Fort Loramie. A new squad comes in for them. No substitutions for the Indians side just yet. 6:06 to play, 18-4 in this second quarter. And now it's Fort Loramie in control.
Good double team by the Indians here. They're really putting on the pressure here lately, so this is good.
Redskins get an easy bucket inside in the form of Marissa Meering, their first team all SWOC.
Overcommitted on the offensive player on the foul line and left the back door open on that last trip down the field.
Morgan Hamby gets denied by the rim. No points for her. And that one a miss from Fort Loramie as well from three-point land. Now it's Forrest. Crosses the center logo. Now to Schipfer, had it stolen away. And now here comes Fort Loramie. And the layup good from number 23, Taylor Ratterman. Fort Loramie's offense putting on a show right now. Here comes Forrest. Guarded by number 11, Caitlin Gayson. Missed it. Schipfer, the tough effort and a jump ball. Casey Schipfer getting scrappy right now. Look out, folks.
Casey Schipfer is not appreciating the 22-4 score, so she's out there working her tail off and got an aggressive rebound there for the Indians.
Casey Schipfer, one of the strongest basketball players I've ever seen, actually. I was going to say in the conference, but I've ever seen. So she's using that to her advantage now. Forrest in trouble. Able to clear it. Baseline drive. Stop and pop. No good. Hauled in by the Indians. And no, it's out of bounds on the Redskins. Emma Jones got tied up a little bit, but luckily the defender touched it last.
Good hustle on that play by the Indians.
And we mentioned Casey Schipfer had 12 points in their last game against the Ansonia Tigers. Emma Jones' pass inside to Grace Forrest and a hard foul. Sends number 11, Grace Forrest, to the line to shoot 2. Chance to chip away at that deficit with these free throws here. And the first one good from Forrest. 22-5 is the score right now. 4:35 to go in the first half. And Forrest can't hit the second. Here comes Fort Loramie. Down in the quarter, inside, and a two-pointer from number 23, Taylor Ratterman, again. And a tough possession for the Indians, throws it out of bounds.
Pass to Jones, just a little bit too high on that one, Caleb.
Dribbling it up now is Gayson. Gayson, guarded by Forrest, in trouble. Now to 23, Ratterman. Schipfer. Tough defense from Schipfer, still able to slip through is Fort Loramie. Number 30, Dana Rose with that. Now it's Forrest, guarded closely by Gayson. And it's off the foot of Gayson, kickball violation. It'll be Mechanicsburg ball out of bounds from the baseline. And Emma Jones will pass it in.
Couple subs here for Fort Loramie real quick, and gonna get a couple fresh players out on the floor for them.
Ratterman and Gayson come out of the game. It's Forrest in the corner, gets one from 3. 26-8 now in favor of the Fort Loramie Redskins.
Let's get it going, ladies.
And now here comes Fort Loramie. Passing it around, get it inside. Long two-pointer, rattles in. Fort Loramie not cooling off. Here comes Grace Forrest on the wing. Baseline drive shut down, kicks out to Hamby. Hamby now to Jones. Jones looked for Schipfer, had it denied. Loose pass recovered by Forrest, back out to Jones near the center logo. And now Forrest draws a double team on the weak side wing. And the tip up. It's a scrum. And not sure who called it. They're going to say it's Fort Loramie ball.
Ellie Schipper and number 40 for Fort Loramie, both on the court for that one. Jump ball, Fort Loramie possession.
Must be wearing a different jersey. There's not a 40 on this roster. And stolen by Forrest. Near the half-court logo. Missed Jones for an easy two. But Hamby able to recover it. Now to Jones on the wing. Jones is thinking deep three, but decides to pass it to Forrest instead. Forrest now to the wing. Lobs it inside to Hamby, and Hamby draws contact.
There we go. I think they got to go down to go down low to their big post. They got to get into L-Bell Schipper. They got to get into Hamby. They're going to draw fouls from the backside on those defenders every time they do it, or else they're going to get it to them, and they're going to be able to convert. So I think they're really starting to get aggressive here with their play.
And Jones will pass it in from the baseline. Schipper's screen frees her up, but it ends up in the hands of Wilhelm, the Cape Crusader as we call her, with that face mask on. Now it's Schipper at the elbow. Kicks to Forrest. Forrest drives, tough shot, knocked away, but a foul called. Looks like it'll be on number 22, Kenzie Holscher.
Another trip to the charity stripe for Miss Forrest there. As a side note, we got as she makes her first free throw there, we got a special delivery last night about 8:40 at night. She doubles as a big part of the FFA program at Mechanicsburg, and as she makes her second free throw there is good. She was delivering some of the strawberries that the FFA program was selling. And chocolate-covered pecans, I think, we're also in our little goodie box. So, thank you to Miss Forrest for that.
And that was good from Fort Loramie. Now here comes Forrest on the wing. Kicks to Jones, and Jones lost it across half court. Backcourt violation is the call. Indians down 20, 30-10, a minute 52. And it's getting tougher for the Indians to come back, but still not impossible. Fort Loramie able to inbound from the sideline. Now draws it up top is Holscher. Guarded by Forrest. Able to shake her off. Now Loramie passes it around the wing. Kicked it inside of the paint. Up and in is number 30, Dana Rose.
Doesn't look like a lot of muscle on her, but boy, did she muscle that one up. Tall young girl, and really just had the height advantage and the muscle over the Indians on that one.
Violet in trouble, heads baseline. Pressure shuts her down. Kicks out to Forrest on three. And there's an off-the-ball foul. Not sure who it's on. Looks to be
21, I believe is who they called that one on.
Looks to be number 21 indeed, Ava Schultes. And it'll send Wilhelm to the line. I didn't get a good look at that one. And the gym dead silent as Wilhelm missed that free throw. And now it's Loramie in transition. Forrest switches off and shuts down the fast break. And a turnover from the Redskins. Ended up in the hands of Violet, but now is with Fort Loramie after Violet threw it away, intended for Wilhelm. And some pressure from the Indians shut down the Redskins offense for a little while, but now it's back in the hands of Fort Loramie. Inside, had it stripped away, and now Violet with it. In transition. Dribbles through defenders, tough shot, throws it up, no good. Ellie Schipper the rebound and the tough foul.
Hard
foul.
Hack
from behind.
Hack from behind is right. It's 32 hits the deck there. Great job on L-Bell Schipper to get that rebound and put it back up and get the foul.
We gave credit to Casey for her muscle. Ellie is also a pretty strong player for the Indians. Missed her first free throw there. And now Fort Loramie will sub in 2 fresh Redskins. And Schipper will shoot her second free throw. And drops it in, 32-11, 42 seconds to go in this first half. And it's stolen by Forrest. Forrest dribbling it up. Pump fake. Spins off. High arcing shot. No good off the glass. Into the hands of Fort Loramie. Stolen away again by Forrest. Back into the hands of Fort Loramie. In transition. And the Redskins pull it back out.
Hamby made sure they weren't going to get an easy bucket on that one.
It's Rose. Now to number 12, Geffert. And now Geffert. Outside for three. No good. Rebound Loramie into the hands of Violet. 5 seconds, 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Half court heave.
Oh.
No good, a little too strong. And that'll end the first half of play. The Indians down a substantial margin of 21 points, 32-11. Let's see if the Indians can come back from this one in the second half. You're listening to, sectional finals OHSAA basketball between the Mechanicsburg Indians and the Fort Loramie Redskins on the Mechanicsburg Indians Broadcasting Network. Second half coming up shortly. And now, before the second half of Mechanicsburg Indians basketball on the Mechanicsburg Indians Broadcasting Network, we're going to give you a little bit of need-to-know information, as we call it. The Mechanicsburg Indians, as we've mentioned earlier, won their last game against the Ansonia Tigers here at Sydney High School, 72-36. The Indians finished with an overall record of 14-8 overall this season. Fort Loramie Redskins only one loss, 22-1 was their final record. And now starting the second quarter, Mechanicsburg with the ball, or the second half, Mechanicsburg with the ball. Grace Forrest dribbled to the corner, almost had it lost, and it's knocked out of bounds, intended for Shipford. A high swat away by number 22, Kenzie Holscher. And now it'll be Jones to inbound. Now to Forrest in the corner. Forrest drives baseline, kicks back out to Violet. Violet rotates around to the top of the key, and now in the hands of Jones. It's Forrest on the wing inside to Shipford. Hamby, the drive to the block, loses her ball, and a charge called on Morgan Hamby.
Can you charge if you don't have the ball?
It looked like the defender got there a bit late.
I think Hamby was looking for the reach-in foul, but didn't get it. So play on Fort Loramie.
And now Fort Loramie on the wing, passing it around, gets to the top of the key with Gayson. And a costly turnover thrown out of bounds off the fingertips of the Fort Loramie defender. It looked to be Ava Schultes. And now it's Schipfer across the border. Now to Hamby, out to Jones. Jones in the corner for three. Gets that one to go. 3-point bomb from Emma Jones to start off the second half.
Gotta love it.
32-14 the score with just under 7 minutes to go in the half, or in the quarter. Getting a bit ahead of myself. And now in the corner, baseline drive from Fort Loramie. No good, passed it back out, it's Rose. Inside the lob, off the hands of the defender. Fort Loramie able to reach it back in. Now outside with Rose. Rose up top. Guarded by Violet. And Fort Loramie a travel.
Good call.
On Dana Rose. And it'll be Indians ball, passing in from the sideline. Ellie Shipford to pass it in for the Mechanicsburg Indians as Rose takes a seat. And now the lob into Forrest. Forrest across to the Indians side of the court. And Forrest lost it, tie up. It is a jump ball. Jump ball off the tie up between Forrest and Ava Schultes will end up being Fort Loramie possession at the other end of the floor. And now here comes Gayson. And knocked out of bounds by Violet. It'll remain with Fort Loramie. But good hustle once again.
Very good hustle there.
That's something we saw a lot through the first half. Good to see it's carrying over into the second. And now into Gayson. Back outside. Fort Loramie drives into the paint area, spinning around, finds her teammate up top in the center logo. And now driving in is Rederman. Inside, stop and pop, no good from Fort Loramie. Number 22, Holscher, can't hit her shot. And now it's Forrest on the wing. Forrest out to Jones. Jones tries again from three. No, not quite as lucky on that one. And now it's Gayson in control, and it's tipped out of bounds by Jones. Knocks the headband off of Taylor Rederman. And Rederman will take a seat.
Good heads-up play by Jones there. Telegraphed that one coming all the way across the court and stepped in front of her just enough time to break it up. Timeout.
32-14. 5:44 to go in this quarter. What have you seen from Fort Loramie that's gotten them this lead so far?
You know they're quick. They're really quick. They got excellent ball handling skills. We've seen some of their young ladies behind the back, through the legs, crossovers like there's no tomorrow. I mean, we have some fine young ball handlers on our squad, you know, with the Indians there. But boy, they are all fast, and they are all very diligent with their ball handling skills and the way that they pass it around and find the open person. That's been the big difference.
Another thing I've seen on their defensive end is they're really good at pressuring the ball. The Indians are normally very good at converting inside shots, but just some defense has been able to turn them away, and that's been really good for Fort Loramie.
Yep, you're absolutely right.
The lob inside, foul called. Number 30, Dana Rose, sends to the free throw line. 2 shots coming up for her. Looks like Violet is the culprit there.
Yep. That's her first. Morgan Hamby's the only one on the court with 2 fouls.
And the first free throw good, 33-14. And that one good as well. 20-point lead for the Fort Loramie Redskins. Violet to Forrest now. Forrest trying to get it across half court, and she does.
There they go with that double team like you were talking about.
And the pressure causes Forrest to lose it, but a foul is called.
What they have to keep in mind is if they're getting double teamed, there's always somebody open. And in that instance, it was Violet who was open down below, wide open underneath the basket, but Grace Forrest just didn't, couldn't see her. So.
Man, you sound like a coach right now. Grace Forrest, double team. Drives in, had it stolen away by Gayson, and a foul called on Violet. A little bit of shove right there.
That'll be 2 quick ones on Miss Violet.
Indeed, but as you always say,
you got 5.
There you go.
Now use them up.
Here's Caitlin Gayson. And now outside to Rose. Fort Loramie passing it around, now on the wing to the corner. Back to the wing, hot potato going on right now. Dished it in, baseline drive, tough shot inside, denied, but a foul called on the rejection.
I think they're calling that one on Jones.
That is on Emma Jones, her second.
Yep.
Or no, her first. Her first. This will be number 42, Mackenzie Merring, Marissa Merring at the line. And a timeout from Coach Dodane. So you're sounding like a coach right now. So now I'm going to ask you a question that we would ask a coach. You're down 35-14 right now. You're the head coach of the girls team. What are you telling your girls now to get them back into this one?
I'm telling them to listen to Coach Dodane because she's experienced. She's been here before. And Coach Dodane, she knows what to tell the players. She's going to tell them, hey, let's just play our game. Right? We're here for one reason only. We deserve to be here. We've dominated the past 2 teams that we've played. We're not going to change anything up, right? Coach Dodane isn't down there scheming different plays that they've never done before. She's just telling them to get aggressive, to be smart, to look for that open player when they get double teamed, to use those open threes when they can, because they can make them, right? Our girls can make those threes.
Absolutely.
So I don't think she's telling them anything that she hasn't told them in every game beforehand when they've had a little trouble to overcome. You agree?
Yes, I absolutely agree with that. We're getting the looks. It's just the defensive pressure. Got to learn to shrug that off.
Yep, I agree.
Plenty of good looks so far from the Indians inside. Just a little bit too much effort to try to get past that defense, and you got to tone it down. Remember they used to say, big and then finesse. And the missed free throw ends back up in the hands of Fort Loramie. They'll get a second chance to score here. It's Gayson. Now to Rose. Rose dribbling it around. Gets to the corner, stolen by Hamby. And it falls out of bounds, but good effort from Hamby.
Way to play heads-up basketball by Morgan Hamby, number 21. She's been dominant all year and putting in some good effort tonight, too.
And now here comes Fort Loramie. Barely got that pass inside before the 5 seconds. And now it's Gayson up top. Now out to Rose. Dribbling it around is Geffert. Looking for someone. Finds Gasson, stolen by Jones. And it'll look like it'll pick up Jones's foul. Some shove here on the Indian side, not liking that one. And the Fort Loramie side remaining silent. Not sure what they think of it.
I'm not sure how to call that one. It was, I think it was a clean, clean steal, but then she got a little bit too much body, and I think they wanted to call that. And
it looked unintentional. Emma Jones is one of the bigger players out there, and just looked like
more
her
aggressive.
muscle got there.
More
Well,
aggressive.
yes. It looked like she got a little bit too much on there.
She's going to have some words for you tomorrow at school.
Oh, you know it. And Ellie Schiffer able to come up with the steal after Jones pries it away. And Forrest drives in, lost it, and a foul called on number 12, Kennedy Geffert. Won't send an Indian to the line, but next best option, we'll throw it in from inbounds. We'll throw it in from the sideline now is Emma Jones. Jones.
Little pump fake to the defender's face to get her to back off a little bit.
Lobs it into Violet. Haven't seen that since Matt Barnes to Kobe Bryant.
That's right.
And it's on the floor. Jones into the hands of Violet, and Violet holding on, forces the jump ball.
It's going to be Mechanicsburg ball out of bounds underneath the basket.
Yes, it will be. Now Jones, looking for a friend, finds Forrest. Forrest drives, pulls it back out, kicks to Jones, a high pass, inside to Schiffer. Schiffer, Dirk Nowitzki post move, rolled around the rim, couldn't quite get her rebound, and now it'll be Fort Loramie. It's Fort Loramie. Now outside are the Redskins with Rose up top. Passing it around the wing. Rose on the wing. Inside, easy shot from number 21, Ava Schultes. And that increases the lead to 23 for Fort Loramie.
El Bell let her get behind her on that one, and it was an easy bucket down low.
Violet can't get anything to go in the paint right there. And now it's a transition bucket for Fort Loramie. Coast to coast in for the Redskins. And it looks like the speed got him there. Jones kicks it up, tipped it away, and now it's in the hands of Fort Loramie. Fort Loramie, their fast break disrupted and kicked out of bounds by Mechanicsburg. And Violet and Jones will come out, Schiffer and Wallace come in, and Wilhelm comes in for Hamby. Now to lob it inbounds is Fort Loramie, Rose with it. Passing it around. Now up at the top is Routerman. Routerman in the corner. Baseline drive, pulled it back out. It's Rose on the wing. Spin move on Wilhelm. And back outside, traveling violation called. Too many steps there on that pass, and cameraman Trent Gauss is clapping. He enjoyed that one.
Well, that Rose has some handles, as you guys would call it. She's a pretty skilled young individual there. She's got some moves down low in the post, but also can handle the ball, bringing it up the court as well.
Here comes Mechanicsburg. Grace Forrest with it. Mid-range shot off the glass, and bank is open. Drops that one in.
Gets a little love from the rim and the backboard on that one.
39-16 is the score. Back to 23 is the Fort Loramie lead. And the missed shot rebounded by Fort Loramie. Ref says he steps out of bounds. And it'll now be Mechanicsburg ball. Casey Schiffer weighs off her sister. Says, no, I'll pass this one in. And gets it into Forrest.
A little bit of momentum here. We just got to keep building on it.
Absolutely.
Each time down the court.
Baby steps. Grace Forrest, the drive. Tough shot, no foul.
Wow.
And Ellie Schiffer had it stripped away. They're going to say it was last touched by Fort Loramie, though.
She was mauled on that one, folks. I'm telling you.
Surprising no call. Not sure why. That was not a blown whistle. Nevertheless, it's Forrest now to Wilhelm in the corner. Wilhelm pulls it back out and throws it right into the hands of Gayson. Gayson able to convert the fast break layup. And that stops the momentum for the Indians. They're looking to get it back going. And now here's Forrest to Schiffer. Schiffer had it stolen away, back into the hands of Forrest. Forrest getting hacked. And a foul called finally.
They had three defenders that collapsed on her. What the Indians aren't realizing is when that happens, those other offensive players have to spread out and get open. They've got to move when they don't have the ball, right? But one of those things that all the coaches say is you got to move without the ball. And right now, I don't think the Indians are doing that.
And a little bit of teammate trouble there, but Wilhelm able to recover it. Now it's Ellie Schiffer. Ellie Schiffer drives in, kicks it to Wilhelm. Jennifer Wallace inside for two.
There we go. There we go.
Easy bucket inside from Jenny Dubs. And the Indians are down 41 to 18. Ellie Schipfer hit with a foul right there. Not sure why.
Well, I'm not sure why either. They
looked to be a little bit of contact.
Look, it's been an aggressive game up on both sides of the court. That was that should have been just a play on as far as I'm concerned. But
and that one good for Fort Loramie. Number 21, Ava Schultes. And maybe we should check the Jumbotron for a replay of that one. 43 to 18, 45 seconds to go in the third quarter. Dribbling it around is Wilhelm, now to Forrest. Forrest dribbles off the Wilhelm screen. Stop and pop from Forrest, rattles it in.
There we go.
And now the 23-point lead for the Fort Loramie Redskins, 43 to 20. 28 seconds left. And stolen by Schipfer. Schipfer on the ground, jump ball. Pretty quick, but looked like they wanted to avoid any unnecessary contact. And now Ellie Schipfer will take a seat. In comes Morgan Hamby.
I'd give a shout out to any of those Schipfer family members that are tuning in tonight from across the coast, across the country rather, and any of the Forrest family members that might be tuning in from back in Mechanicsburg as well.
Fort Loramie passing it around in the corner for three. That one falls. My goodness. 46 to 20. Final 3 seconds of the third quarter. Forrest heaves it and missed it left.
That was close.
That'll end the third quarter. 46 to 20 is your score going into the final period of play. And it's not looking good for the Indians, but as we've said, not impossible.
If Mechanicsburg comes back to win this is going to be the best 8 minutes of basketball that we will have ever called, Caleb. And like you said, it's not impossible, but it's not going to be easy. So Mechanicsburg's just, look, what they have to do now is they have to make this an extremely productive fourth quarter. They're going to say, hey, what are we going to do just to make it a game, right? To get back into this one and end on a high note at the very least.
Yeah, we talked about it a little bit in the West Jeff game, but the boys, the small victories. If you know you can't win it and the game's going away, check off the small boxes. Did you limit their big guy? Did you shut them down from three? Look at the little victories that you could ride into next season and you can build off over the summer shoot-around.
That's right, because we have a very young team, just a couple seniors on this ball club. And that's about it. We're going to be bringing back a lot of these girls next year. We'll be losing Elbel and a couple others,
but we'll be gaining Casey back.
But we'll be gaining Casey back for the entire season. So a lot of upside to next season.
Schipfer inbounds the ball to Hamby. Back to Casey Schipfer up top. Schipfer drives, spins off her defender. Chuck up goes.
There we go.
Tough spin move from Casey Schipfer, gets a 2 for Mechanicsburg. And now it's Fort Loramie inside. The dish, the shot, no good. Into the hands of Forrest, and Forrest loses it out of bounds. And a wide open layup for Fort Loramie.
That's tough right there. We saw the momentum just with a rebound, and then in a moment's notice, it's stolen and 2 points for Fort Loramie. That's tough.
Jaden Puthoff, an easy shot right there. And now a steal into the hands of Gayson. Fort Loramie up top. Now to the wing, it's Puthoff. And now Gayson into the corner for three. That one goes from Kennedy Geffer. And now the momentum's starting to fall away for the Indians. Forrest looks to get it back in control. And a tough screen from Hamby frees up Forrest. Hamby outside, inside to Wallace. Wallace no good. Casey Schipfer almost able to rebound it, but a little too wide and falls off her hand.
Hamby was just making sure that defender knew she was there. He just wanted to say hi.
Sometimes a hard screen will deter a defender, though.
That's right. That's right.
Maybe trying to send a message there. Not sure. And Geffert in trouble, double team, and a foul call. Oh, no, timeout from Fort Loramie. 30-second timeout for the Fort Loramie Redskins. And this one is definitely going to be the best game that we've ever seen if the Indians are able to come back from it. 51-22 is the score right now. A little over halfway through the fourth quarter. And the Indians have played well. We just haven't been able to convert the easy ones. Haven't been able to hit the bunny shots or the tough inside layups.
Well, you said it earlier.
That's been it. That's been it, really.
I really think you hit the nail on the head earlier when you said they just can't get past that double team. They can't comprehend what's going on. They don't find that open player. I think that's been a big part of the downfall today.
And now Fort Loramie, a foul called on Schipfer. Not sure about that one.
Loose ball foul.
Call me Jigsaw because I'm puzzled on that one. My goodness. And the substitution comes in for Fort Loramie. Two of their players takes a seat as number 12, Kennedy Geffert, heads to the free throw line. And her first one of the 1-and-1 is good. 52-22, 30-point lead for the Redskins. And Geffert able to convert both of them. Schipfer inbounds to Forrest. Forrest dribbles across half court. Dancing with her defender. Drives in. And a foul called. Looks to be on Fort Loramie. It is. Number 21, Ava Schultes.
I'd love to know what that call is. It looked like the sad emoji foul from the motion that the ref gave this. I'm not really sure what that is.
We'll have to do a quick Google search when we get home.
That's right.
Inside to Schipfer. Schipfer had it blocked from behind. Gets her own rebound. Reverse layup fouled. No two, but she'll get two chances from the free throw line. That's a tough move if I've ever seen one. And that is, wow, that is 4 fouls on number 12, Kennedy Geffert.
Bell Schipfer made her first free throw there, so 23-53 with 6:13 left.
Anything helps, right? And there's one, perfect from Ellie Schipfer at the line that time. And Fort Loramie will inbound. Substitution again for the Redskins. They've been subbing in a lot.
I was talking to a gentleman earlier, and he said they're about 10 deep. That's how good this team is.
Wow. Here comes Fort Loramie up top. Rose, mid-ranger is good from Fort Loramie. 55-24, ball now in the hands of Forrest at the top of the key. And now to Wilhelm. Back out to Forrest. Forrest dribbling around, kicks to Schipfer. Schipfer, baseline drive, into traffic, and pulls up, fouled on the shot. She'll go to shoot two at the line. And this has been a tough, hard-fought game from the Mechanicsburg Indians. I don't want to give up on it yet, though. Casey Schipfer, in the few games that she has been playing, has shot pretty consistently from the free throw line. Able to convert there. 25-55 is the Fort Loramie lead. Now across half court come the Redskins. Mid-ranger. That one falls, nothing but net for Fort Loramie.
They just don't miss.
No, they do not. I would say they have home floor advantage, but this is a neutral court.
You know what they do well?
They box out?
They do the fundamentals.
Oh, that was my second
fundamentals.
guess.
They do it well. They box out. They've got great form when it comes to shooting. Elbows in, extend the arm. Perfect.
They don't do that Lonzo stuff that you get on me for.
No, they don't. No, they don't. It should be outlawed.
And a drive from Fort Loramie. Pulls it back out. Kicks to Rose from the wing. Rose drives into the elbow. Now kicks baseline. And a foul called on Morgan Hamby. And Hamby visibly frustrated with that call. That'll be the third on Morgan Hamby, the junior forward. And no good on the first free throw. 57-25 is the score with 5 and change to go in the game. And that one rattles in for Fort Loramie. Wilhelm to Forrest across half court. Forrest on some loose defense. Screen by Hamby. Frees up Forrest for the Wilhelm pass. Wilhelm shakes off a couple defenders, kicks it back out to Forrest, stolen. And now Fort Loramie in transition, unable to convert, in the hands of Forrest. Forrest is getting mugged, no foul. Ends up in a 3 from number 30, Dana Rose, and that has got to be a foul somewhere there.
That Rose is putting on a clinic tonight.
Nevertheless, Forrest for 3, unable to answer back with a 3 of her own. And now it is Rose with the rebound, picks up her dribble off the Casey Schiffer pressure. But they get it across half court into the hands of number 22, Holscher. Now inside, up and into contact is number 21, Ava Schultes, and she'll go to the line for 2. That is a 9th team foul on Mechanicsburg.
That'll be Ellie Schiffer's 3rd. They haven't changed it on the scoreboard yet. There it is. That'll be her 3rd. So with 3:56 left to go, she's got 2 more to give. So still playing aggressive to the end. This will be her last game. As we said earlier, she's one of the seniors here, so she's going to leave it all out on the court.
Shannon Dingy, the other senior, not playing tonight. Hasn't played at all this season, minus the couple minutes she was in the senior night game.
That's right.
And that free throw good from Fort Loramie. 61-25 is the score right now. 3:27 to go in the game. And now it's Forrest on the wing. Dished it inside to Hamby. Hamby spin move. Runaway, no good. Now to Schiffer. Schiffer getting hacked down low. And it's lost out of bounds. They say last touched by, ref hasn't made a decision. Looks like he's going to go last touched by Loramie. Hard to tell who that one was out of bounds on. You could have
I couldn't tell.
Closed your eyes and pointed to anybody there. And now it's Hamby on the wing. Cross-court pass to Jones. Jones from deep lobs it into Schiffer. Schiffer draws a jump ball.
Very quick call on that one, but jump ball is going to keep Mechanicsburg ball.
Probably avoiding any unnecessary contact, like I said earlier. Just calling it quick, settling with the jump ball. And now Jones finds Schiffer inside and missed it. Blocking foul on Fort Loramie. Number 33, Macy Imwale.
Send Casey to the line for 2, and we'll see if she can't convert here.
Casey Schiffer rattles it around the rim and falls out for her. And the clock is still going. 62-25. Final 2 minutes are ticking away. Schiffer able to hit on the second attempt. And stolen into the hands of Forrest. Forrest had it tipped away. Now Schiffer draws a foul and will head back to the line.
Casey's going to remember this game in the next year. This is going to be fuel for her.
She will.
She's a competitor to the end, and tries to take something away, does take something away from every game, win or lose. But I guarantee she's going to remember this one next year come playoff time.
All the greats remember their losses, and they dwell on them.
And give a little round of applause for Ellie Schiffer coming out of the game now. Her last game as a senior at Mechanicsburg, had a great career. Really appreciated everything that she's given this team throughout her 4 years.
Finishes with 7 points and 3 fouls tonight in her final showing, and her sister comes out as well. 6 points for Casey Schiffer. But Casey Schiffer will be back, hopefully taking the Indians back to the sectional finals game or further. But the Redskins look like they're going to pass it around and run down the clock as much as possible. In the paint. No good is the Redskins pass, and they say it's last touched by Maisie Reese. The freshman bench has been subbed in. Freshmen and sophomores on the floor for Mechanicsburg. And the free throw line shot no good. Redskins able to rebound it. And 2 tough attempts from number 32 of the Fort Loramie Redskins. Don't have her name on the roster, but good commit.
Yep. Gonna call a foul on Datavia Rogers there.
Yeah, it is. They should have called it on the first one, but yeah.
Datavia got 2 fouls for the price of 1.
Yeah, did the same thing twice. And like usual, it's the second one that gets called. And the final second, last second heave is short, and that'll do it for the game and for the Indians season. 63-28, the Mechanicsburg Indians fall to the Fort Loramie Redskins. And this has been a great game to watch. Not the result that Mechanicsburg wanted, but nonetheless a great game for the Mechanicsburg Indians. Didn't show it on the scoreboard, but you know, you got to take the small victories, right?
Look, they're going to learn something from tonight. They're going to, they got Trent Gauss videotaping it for them. I'm sure Dodane and the rest of the team is going to watch this one a couple times, and they're going to figure out, they're going to be prepared for this double team next time they see it.
Yeah, they will. They will.
Might not be from Fort Loramie, could be from Triad, could be from West Lib next year. Who knows? But they're going to learn from it, and they're going to be able to prepare for it. So
the best teams are the teams that are able to learn from their mistakes.
That's right.
They're able to learn, adapt, and get better at their weaknesses, right?
That's right. That's right.
Man, I sound like a coach. I could be a coach right now.
You sound like someone who's been able to learn and adapt from mistakes and whatnot in the broadcast booth, with internet, with faulty equipment, and I'll tell you what, I got to congratulate you on a great year. Appreciated you
it's been
letting
great.
me be in the booth with you.
Oh, well, I mean, you're my dad, so I guess we got to have you in a couple times at least.
That's right.
Right?
That's right.
Yeah.
Thanks, everybody out there who was watching us, who was listening to us tonight. We appreciated you tuning in to the M.I.B.N. It's been a pleasure.
Thanks for supporting us all through the Lady Indians season. Sad it ends at this level, but also happy we got this far.
That's right.
You can't go wrong with a sectional finals appearance, the sectional runner-up for Division 4 OHSAA.
Yep.
And you can't go wrong with that, really.
You have to be happy. You got to be excited that you got this far and build on it for next year.
Yep. Now we're going to aim to be sectional champions next year, right?
That's right.
That's what it is. For the Mechanicsburg Indians Broadcasting Network, I'm Caleb Spinner.
I'm Scott Spinner.
Mr. Q there. That's the game. I'm out of here.